Last time on Fantasy Friends, the friends thought they were doing well against the creature until he went psychopants on them. After taking an exit stage out of there, the friends hopped into a jeep with a new Aussie friend. They headed out to try and get the island back up and running in some other way. What more could be on this island that the trio could encounter? Let's hear on this episode of Fantasy Friends. You go past those. As you get close to the geothermal plant, you think as you look north in this direction, which you know from the map that you were given, I believe, or somebody showed you the location, or the map that you stole from the stolen truck that you also stole. A lot of stealing. Actually, no, quote unquote, borrowed.
And, a stolen map that we stole from the stolen Jeep.
Yep.
Heard.
Heard that. You see that it is a raptor pen, and you see what looks to be what you assume would be a raptor kind of looking at you from the other side of the paddock, and then just kind of disappears into the jungle.
Ben Dan flips it off.
Jumps on the fence and as it's getting electrified, it's like, what'd you just do? Huh? You want to go? What, go time? It's go time. Me and my buddies, we're coming after you.
Ben Dane just flexes his one hand.
I've choked people out. I've choked dinosaurs out. Anyway,
the raptor catches fire from sitting.
Yo, it's done. Can't call anybody now. It's chicken meat. All right, so
it's just a 6-inch claw hanging on the fence.
What's that wonderful smell of the air? Mm-hmm. Like pretty cute.
I farted.
If only we had some waffles. All right, so he parks a little farther away from the station. Hugo does. And then as he's stepping out, he reaches to the back and he pulls what looks to be a hunting rifle. And then he double checks to make sure he's fully loaded. He would probably put it down at kind of like a ready stance as he's walking up with you guys. He surveys the plant. Wow, these rolls. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what Hugo says?
No, because I didn't use my accent, so nice try.
I was gonna say, can you say ugh in character?
I'm not gonna amuse you. I'm done. I'm done with it.
Dance, monkey, dance.
I'm not doing this for your amusement.
It would have been far funnier if you just repeated it in the exact same accent. Say it any differently.
It would have been just as funny had he been like, ugh.
He sees nothing wrong with the geothermal station from the outside.
I suppose I will take a look as well. If he wants to roll with advantage, I'll assist him in that matter.
I don't think you want him rolling with advantage because my rolls have been sucking real.
Well, I mean, there's not much choice. I mean, I can roll or you can roll with advantage.
Can't we just go inside the plant and see what's going on?
Sure.
Look, a natural 20.
Good, because you know what I rolled? Another 5.
5 out of 6, right? Good rolls. Loving it.
Yeah, definitely. 24. So it looks like it's untouched. So you can hear the kind of humming from the outside as you reach the door. You can see that there's plenty of power going on, and you can obviously tell that it's a geothermal plant, so it's got all that energy going from the earth and all that. And as you approach the keypad, Hugo pops in the key number and opens the door for you. You go in, and there's just kind of all these different machinery buzzing and whirring. It doesn't seem like there's any problems. It's a fully functional station. You can get up to the control panel. You follow Hugo up. He looks around and sees what he gets on the radio. Asks Mr. Lincoln what he needs to do. So he does all the necessary steps, and then all of a sudden you see different lights shut off, other lights shut on the computers. You see,
Better yet, he asks, "What do I need to do here?" And then he gets the sequence, and I just shove him out of the way. And I'm like, "I got this." Just start pressing all the buttons.
Okay.
You don't even have thumbs.
Of course I do. No, just kidding.
Just kidding, you don't have thumbs? Or just kidding, you push him out of the way?
I don't blow up the plant.
Okay.
I figured that'd be bad. Probably shouldn't do that.
I mean, if you want to kill yourselves, I guess.
Roll your technology proficiency.
Well, not with these.
Roll for disable device. Alright, so he does the steps. All of a sudden, and on the computer you see like certain paddocks shut down, and all of a sudden you start to see GPS things. So on your map you see that.
Wait a minute. You see paddocks shut down? Is that like the movie equivalent to like the cages turn off?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You see, or Mr. Lincoln starts to see all the stuff. He gets on the radio and tells you that, and basically tells the other guards and stuff like that, and like you're kind of on the conversation, or at least Hugo is, and so they notice that apartments A and B still have people in them. You can see the people that there are still guards around the portal, and then the other spots where the facility is, the visitor center, where you can obviously it's Mr. Lincoln, and then you see kind of guards scattered all around the island looking for people and just kind of making sure that all the civilians are okay. And there's a spot up around here. And
sorry, can you ping that again? I was zoomed in on the map.
Right there. See it?
One more time.
Right there.
Okay.
So it keeps on flashing, but it's not. It's like a standing still, like it's not moving, and it's the only one in that area aside from like this dock that's nearby, where there's at least one or two pings over there, and it's just like it's out of the ordinary. Like you would think that somebody that's right there would just be heading up to the dock, but it hasn't moved at all. So you take like a minute. You're observing it, or Mr. Lincoln is telling you like he's been watching all the GPS things, and that one has just not moved. Like there's a medical facility up there, it's not going to it. There's a dock up there, so he thinks that must be Mr. Dudley. He must have driven up that way, and then either crashed or something happened. So Hugo is basically tasked to go up that direction. So, do you go with Hugo, or what is your thoughts on what's your next objective? What are you planning on doing? So Hugo has to leave and go up and check on that and see who it is.
What we assume is Mr. Lincoln, yeah.
Mr. Dudley.
That's what I said. I think that's our best move, is to go check on Mr. Lincoln Dudley.
I don't know, man. I'm feeling pretty rough. Like, I didn't get hurt.
Just take another short rest. We've all been there.
Yeah, that's not enough. Like those the magical abilities I do. Yeah, I need to sleep.
Well, it's a pretty long ride up the Highland. Maybe you can sleep in the back.
I like that idea.
We've traversed this island in like a half hour. I don't think it's long enough.
I mean, it's been like maybe it's been maybe like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, just kind of going around dealing with this.
Getting into long rest territory there.
Would you stop? So Hugo starts heading outside.
Why don't we let old Hugo go? We take shelter here, and then we catch up with him.
Oof. I feel like if we do that, we're gonna go up there and find a dead Hugo.
I say we stay with Hugo.
Agreed.
Okay.
Listen, I got enough strength for the both of us. Just relax and stay behind me.
Agreed.
All right, you all head outside as you figured out what to do, and then as you approach the Jeep, since he parked a little bit further away, it's a lot closer to the paddock, and then all of a sudden a raptor kind of pops out of the jungle.
Band-Aid flips it off.
Tristan, take him.
I can't.
I'm just kidding. Okay. One raptor?
One raptor. It's slowly kind of approaching you, almost like it like doesn't care.
Band-Aid holds out his hand as if offering it to a dog to sniff.
Like it's
So
still far enough away from you that it's kind of like just it's acting like it's creeping up on you to attack, and then Hugo raises his rifle at it and
Pause.
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
Okay.
Pause.
Okay.
Hold on. I've got... Because I said so. Give me a second. Can I speak to it? I have
It's a ritual.
good animals. Does that matter? I don't know.
It takes 10,
It's a time. Yeah, it's gonna take like an hour to do it.
10 minutes, I believe.
Duration is 10 minutes. Gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. So you're saying it takes 10 minutes to conjure it up?
Yeah. 'Cause it's a ritual.
So like
Yeah.
I think somebody said it like
Right.
Daniel or Jeremy said like you could do like an old I don't know what native, I guess I think they prefer some other name, but Native Americans I'll just go with that. So Native American style dance or something like that, and then you could commune with, instead of like spirits, you would commune with the beasts of the earth type of thing.
Okay. I didn't realize.
Yeah, you gotta like
Still
burn
somewhat
them.
new to D&D, sorry.
Although I believe there's somebody else that can.
Yeah, Band-Aid can actually commune with animals. I think I have that spell ready. I do indeed. I do. Speak with animals. Does it count as an animal? I guess it does, right? It's still
So-
duration is 10 minutes.
Communicate with beasts. That's duration, but not casting time. Casting time is a lot quicker.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, casting time is just one action.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, as Bending holds out his hand as if to offer it to a dog, he'll cast that spell. And he'll say,
many beasts are limited by the tellers, but at minimum, beasts perceive or have perceived within the past day. Oh, wait, beasts can give you information about nearby locations, monsters, including whatever they can perceive or... Oh, okay. Persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you at the DM's request. Wow. Alright, wait, so what did you do? You held out your hand?
Yeah.
Do you say something?
He says, "Hey, little buddy, what you doing?"
It, instead of kind of like hunched down, sneaking, it immediately just kind of like its eyes get wide and its head kind of cranes back, and then it starts to talk in Raptor, I guess, and you can understand it. And it says,
is it like beatboxing?
Wow.
It's kind of like a rap.
Wow. Oof. That's a bad dad joke right there.
I thought it was excellent, and I feel like it deserves a sound effect later of a drum.
You will get nothing and no inspiration for that. How dare you? You have ruined the listeners' ears for that. And forgive us, listeners, for that. Unbelievable.
I quit.
Hey, man, just because you forgot how to do a ritual, it ain't my fault.
God, man, I've never done this stuff before. I didn't know how it worked.
Anyway, the Raptor says,
"You make an angry gesture, me mad."
Angry gesture? I held my hand out.
You flipped it off.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, you're right. How does he know that's an angry gesture?
It knows. Right. It knows.
Then Dane will say, "My bad. I did that before I thought you were smart enough to understand it. Did you have something to tell me?"
We just learned to speak with you. What do you want? Or what you want?
Oh. Dane, ask it for a key.
It says,
Hold on.
And then it kind of does one of those, like, that raptor bark. Where, like, kind of... Sure.
Sounds right.
That's not the one.
It's fair. It's close enough.
It was like a... almost like a dolphin thing.
Like a walrus?
Yeah, kind of like that.
I know what
you're talking about.
Further and further from the truth here. Yeah.
All right. I think I was the closest, but whatever. Tomato. Which calls the whole thing off. So, and out from the side, like, you're on the... So the Jeep is facing... with the hood facing the station. So you were on the left side, the driver's side of the Jeep, and then all of a sudden from the passenger side, coming from the back, another Raptor appears and just kind of like looks at you inquisitively and looks back at the other Raptor that you're talking to.
Bending flips it off. Just kidding.
And you realize that it was setting up an ambush. What is that? Oh,
I was talking about it's the raptor sounds.
That's not the one I was talking about, though. It was like the bark or whatever.
It was in there, but I couldn't isolate it.
Okay, well,
put on.
That might be copyright territory, but whatever.
Sound effect?
Maybe, I don't know.
Anyway, I think we're good.
Put on.
So, and then it says,
what question you ask?
What is the creature that we fought before? The winged one.
Us don't know. We see it fly. We see many fly.
many like that one, or just that one and then others that are like similar?
Both. We see flying beast. We see flying thing. Many.
Bending looks to Tristan and says, "You have any questions for these things? They seem kind of dumb."
No, I don't.
Lachlan?
Ask it if it can help us. Can it keep us protected or as we travel?
Actually, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Can it get the rest of its troop off of us?
Okay.
The rest of the troop off of you?
Hey, like the clan kind of thing. Yeah.
Whatever they call them, the pack.
Right. The hive mind. I assume that they have one brain.
It's Legion, right?
Choose the pod.
Dinosaur hive mind.
Okay.
They've only counted mind flayers, right? They got bugs in the ears.
Okay.
Somebody's been playing Baldur's Gate 3.
No, those are tadpoles, that's right.
I'll say, are you friends with the creature?
No.
Neither are we. Would you like us to help you rid this island of the creature?
Me don't know.
Me just know.
Can I speak to your supervisor?
Slow down, Karen.
What, supervisor?
Me no know.
Can you help us get rid of this creature?
Me no know.
Will you stay out of our way when we try to get rid of this creature?
Yes.
Okay. That's good news.
You good? Because we find
do
food. Oh,
you
yes.
know where we can go to turn on the rest of the power to the island?
What is power?
Okay, go away.
What is...
What is island?
What is your intelligence? Like freaking 3? All right.
They're animals. Why you just assume that they would know what power means and an island?
Yes.
I don't think so, bud.
Anybody else? Any questions? Lachlan? Tristan?
Got nothing.
Nothing?
Well, thank you at least.
Actually, ask him if
Fair
he's got a million of these lying around. They take out like some of the gold pieces.
But wait, what? 1 million gold pieces?
Yeah, money. Cashola. Yo, De Niro.
Think they're burying him like a bone?
Yeah.
I'll say, do you guys have any like really nice smooth rocks that Tristan can use for his sling?
Plenty in place we live.
You're welcome, Tristan. Anyway, thanks for the information, and we look forward to not slaughtering a shitload of you in the next fight that we have.
Okay.
Okay, so he said that there's just smooth rocks. There's not gold in their paddock. And
I know what I asked.
Okay.
Yeah.
But hold on. I kind of forgot. Okay. There is this
You ask snake people. Snake people have shiny.
Snake people?
snake people.
The snake people. Ask them who the snake people.
What about snake people?
Look like you, but snakes?
That doesn't make sense.
Where are they?
Yeah, what he said.
Me no know. Me don't. This home now. Not home.
Before.
Can you ping Helm on a map?
Not quite sure that's how that works either.
Oh my gosh.
This is home now, so he was created in the lab.
Or he was taken from his home to here.
Like here, as in like the surrounding 50 feet or so, or like here as in the surrounding 100 miles or so?
Are you asking the rapper? Or me?
Of course, the raptor.
This place?
I have to say, it must be known. Sometimes I wonder if the raptor is smarter than Bendane.
We are all wondering the same thing.
This is a real battle of wits between the two of them.
I've asked you guys several times for input, and you've all said no. So,
Well, I'm trying to understand the whole snake people thing. So,
who's the real dummy?
does he know where he was taken from?
What he said.
Other place.
How far away?
What he said.
Me no know.
Okay. Have you traveled in like a boat or a car? I think I can know that.
What he said.
Travel over water or land? There you go.
Felt shaky. Felt
How to say it?
Felt shaky. Felt back and forth. Understand? Back and forth.
No.
Up down. Back forth.
Up, down, or left, right?
So it came in a plane.
What plane?
Sorry about it. I'm not talking to you.
I've got it. Up, down, left, right. Select
Yeah,
start.
select target.
Like start, yeah.
Yeah, start.
It's not the
It's
Konami code.
I mean, if it's saying up down, then I have to assume it came in a plane. So we're just, you know, what we're trying to figure out here where this thing came from, where these snake people are.
What?
Oh, I'm saying it out loud. Like,
I'm trying to think like like an animal would think. It would at least know if it started its life in this area or not, or if it started somewhere else. Like it would know that. It'd know things. Like I'm trying to explain stuff how a really dumb creature would explain stuff.
I guess up down could also imply.
You cut
Could it
out.
also imply like north and south?
You really think? Okay. You really think an animal would know the cardinal directions?
I mean,
Okay,
birds
so
know magnetic north.
On instinct. Not just like, oh yeah, if you go this way, it's north.
I feel like we've gotten all we're gonna get out of the old.
I agree. Benden says, thanks for your time, little lizard.
You welcome. I love you.
What?
Bye.
word.
Come back.
You're welcome to come with us at some point. I can use a
love
fucking.
you.
I can
Yeah.
use a. I can
Oh,
use a
me-
pet.
me kid.
You would be an amazing pet for.
Me not clingy.
You nice, but me not clingy.
Oh, I don't need a clingy pet. I'm fine with that.
No, too late.
What's his name? What's my roommate's name?
Melrose?
Melrose would love to have you around the apartment.
Melrose would have a heart attack. You brought him what? It's just a raptor, man. Calm down.
That is a big dog.
It's like an iguana with 2 feet.
If you're done with the raptor, it's gonna go with its friend to somewhere else.
Bye.
Where you get in the Jeep?
All right. Hugo stows his rifle and hops in the jeep, and takes a beat and says,
And then doesn't ask any questions about what just transpired.
"No. He just he takes a beat and says, "Did you just
Yeah, I did.
to raptor, and it understood you?"
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, as much as it could.
Okay. Can we just never talk about this ever?
Or we can talk about it for 12 hours. It's up to you. Take a long rest, Tristan.
Oh,
Sit there
my
and
God.
shiver
I've never seen so much pestering.
I don't think I could sleep through that.
Man, you're bordering on something bad happening, I swear. All right, y'all jump in the Jeep. You have that small conversation that's only 2 seconds long. And
Not 12 hours?
No. And
Fair.
you set off north. Clear skies. No ill things. You get back to get back up towards the brachiosauruses and stuff. Let me see again. What are you doing?
You said Brachiosaurus. I was just trying to keep track.
No, wrong ones. Up here.
Down here.
Down there, yes. And okay. For those that are listening, on Roll20, multiple people keep pinging different areas. So
There's too many Brachiosauruses.
they're yeah, for
Brachiosauruses? Brachiosauri?
Brachiosaurus things. So
You can edit all of that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Ow. Funniest part of the whole podcast so far.
So you, all right. So you make it up to the Highlands. Storm has kind of taken you a little bit longer to get up there. You park on the road right here, and then you venture through the jungle a little bit. Hugo's with you, kind of taking point. He stops for a moment, and he bends down, and you look what he's looking at, and you see that he
just needed to tie his shoe. No big deal. We can move on.
he sees giant footprints in the mud. I'm echoing off somebody again.
I blame Daniel.
No, it would not be me.
Okay. Anyway, he just kind of tells you to keep an eye out, and then as you get deeper in, you come across this kind of small little grove, and that's where you see a broken down Jeep. Flipped over. It looked like it went off the road for some reason, and then it toppled over. Nearby is a little waterfall, and you see some tracks leading off in a different direction, and you see
what kind of tracks? Like people tracks or dinosaur tracks?
Dinosaur tracks. So
okay.
When he bent down, he said to keep an eye out for basically a big old dino. You go ahead and do an investigation for the area.
I rolled a 6. I only am able to see my own death.
Hugo also rolled a 6. Plus nothing.
We all roll investigation?
Yeah.
I don't think I met or Tristan.
Wait, everybody rolled a 6?
Apparently.
With a +4, you rolled a 6? Jesus.
Yeah, that was bad times.
Go ahead, Lachlan. Let's see that 6, bro.
If it's a 6.
Thank you.
Oof. For everybody out there, that was a crit 20. So everybody
if you're following along, is not a 6.
So everybody else is just, hey, I see a broken down Jeep. Hey, there's some clothes over here. They're all ripped and tattered. Oh, what's that? I don't know if it's a human limb or what? And then Lachlan's like, And then you see the math going on in your head, and then it's kind of like the David Crusoe, like, I figured it out. I can't think of a good pun. What was that for?
Just wanted to prove you could
I have
roll high.
no idea.
Okay.
Plus 12?
Yeah, plus 12.
I don't know. Pushing buttons and that happened.
Okay.
I like it. Let's use that for your next attack roll.
Sure.
We're gonna just bank that one.
So from that, you have figured out the way the Jeep fell, where all kind of bits and pieces of clothing are. You see the little waterfall, and it's just like there's like this huge amount of mud piling up, and then you kind of reach down and you start pushing the mud away, and then all of a sudden you see 2 decently large size eggs, and you see 3 kind of smaller eggs, and 1 golden egg. Like it almost looks like a capsule, so to speak. And as you, what do you do after you find these eggs?
Retroactively, Ben Dane is going to help. Up to his knees and elbows in the mud, helping to uncover these eggs because it won't get him dirty anyways.
Pick up the golden egg and I shake it next to my ear.
On the inside, it sounds like broken glass, maybe, or broken something on the inside. It looks like it could be opened.
It was a living, breathing dinosaur, but you've killed it.
I don't know my own strength. Just wanted to love it so much. Is it? I mean, like if I look at it, can it be opened? Like, does it seem like there's a spot without forcing it?
Yeah. I'll keep that investigation check going, and you find kind of like a you press your finger and your thumb on each side of it, and you twist, and then it kind of does this shh, and then as you open it, you see that there was these vials inside, like they contained like something. You have no idea what, but it just it continues to glow strangely. And then after a moment, you start to hear and feel stomping. And it gets closer and closer. And as you turn from the west, you see out of the thick foliage, from what you saw in the beginning, were these 2, yes, from that direction. You see these 2 giant T-Rexes, and they are just standing there staring at the 4 of you, and Hugo is kind of figuring out what his next move would be. And yeah, they're kind of just it almost feels like it's a standoff. Like the T-Rexes are staring at you, waiting to see what you do.
I would start slowly backing away because
We get in the Jeep, right? Guys?
You'd have to run for the Jeep.
some boys, I think they're interested more in the eggs than us. We just slowly back away as if we are not harmful. The eggs or them may be okay.
Ben Dane casts Speak with Animals.
Oh, you can cast it again?
Yeah, I've got 3 spell slots, yo.
So like one is a little bit taller than the other one, So which one do you choose to cast it on?
The one who looks smarter.
I'm not going to make that choice. No.
The one with the monocle.
You've got a tall one and a slightly shorter one.
Let's go with the taller one.
Okay.
I assume he's older and more wise.
What do you say?
I will say, don't worry, we're not interested in hurting the eggs. We just want to know what's going on around here, and we'd like to know how to close the portal if you could help us out in any way, shape, or form.
That creature stole eggs. Give eggs back.
That creature, as in a creature with wings? You're not referring to us, right? We didn't take these eggs.
No. But you need eggs.
Oh, you can have the eggs, but in return, I would like some information. That information being, what do you know about that shiny portal?
We see portal.
Thank you, that is so helpful.
You give us both eggs. We help you with a portal.
Flippin' deal. And I assume by you help us with portal, you mean that you will provide us with transportation and muscle in a fight.
No.
Well, then what good are you?
Wait, no, hold on.
I just want to ride the back on a T-Rex.
No,
100%. That's where my brain went.
I know, but
No ride will help.
Boo. All right, fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure everybody's gonna boo me after that one.
Literally everybody. 100 comments worth of booze.
Could be.
Cool.
You feel breathing behind you, Lachlan.
Yes.
Huh?
What did you say?
I said you feel breathing behind you.
I turn around.
You are face to face with one of those creatures, a Dionyscus.
Is it the winged creature?
No, it was one of those tall, bigger raptors.
Raptors? Yeah.
The bigger
Assuming
ones.
they're not our friends right now.
They're totally friends with us. We spoke with them earlier.
No, you spoke with velociraptors. You did not speak with these type of raptors. You fought two of them. It looks at you, and then it looks over at the eggs.
Grab it by the throat. They like that.
It does that. It does that. And I immediately put my hand up and say no as loud as I can.
No?
I say no. As if I'm talking to a dog and telling it not to do something. It's looking at the egg as if it wants to eat it, right? That's kind of the look it's given.
No. It's like,
Mhm.
it's looking
Yale
at
puts
you.
his hand up and says,
No. It's looking at you, and then it's looking down at the eggs. And then it looks back up at you.
These are the small 3 eggs for them. The 2 big eggs are for the T-Rex.
Tiny Rexes.
I forgot about the 2 different sizes. Okay, so I'm looking at this thing, it looks at it, and I immediately and just as slowly as I can and say, Bendane, can you talk to this one too?
Yeah, man, I got nothing but time.
Nice try. You're not going to delay and get a friggin'
Tristan, why
long
don't you go ahead and take a long rest?
No. No. Oh my goodness. You, how many times can you cast it? You can't cast it twice. Oh wait, isn't it
If he's in it, can he just keep going with a different animal? Or does it have to be a single?
It's a single monster.
It's
cast.
a single cast. Like, you gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. So it's Just
Yeah,
any
it's
beast
now
that I
it's all of
talk to, I think. Yes, all of them.
There you go.
Yeah.
Even better.
Dane,
So,
rock and roll. Tell them what to do.
I'll say, hey man, you guys want
Oh
these
my
eggs
gosh, it's you're right. Holy crap!
too? Yeah,
You can speak with all of them. All right, what are you
all of
saying?
them. The cockroaches on the floor, the beasts, the birds in
Do-
the air.
Do little this thing, man. Tell them that we don't want these eggs either.
Whoa. Cockroach is not a beast. It is an insect, so you cannot talk to it.
Yeah.
Fair.
A frog hops on by. No, that's an amphibian. You know what? A frog hops on by and is like, "What's up, dude?" And it keeps on hopping.
I'll say, what's up?
Just hopping around, man. Hop, and then hops away. So what do you say to the Dionyscus?
Same question to him. I'll be like, hey man, are these your eggs? It's a yes or no question. It should be pretty easy for a beast.
Yes. Those
Three.
All right.
yes.
These 3 are yours.
Yes.
Heard. I'll say, are you also under the assumption that the winged creature stole these eggs from you? Because we also don't like the winged creature.
No. We
Fair
We
enough.
don't know. Eggs stolen, we don't know.
Well, let me tell you, all of the other eggs in here have been stolen by that winged creature that everybody hates so much, and we're gonna try and exact revenge against said creature. Would you like to help us in return for your eggs?
You give us eggs, we help.
Sweet. Glad that we're on the same page.
And
I'll
I just
give you-
I step aside, just my hand out, and as if I'm presenting it like Wheel of Fortune. Just here you go.
And I'll
Um,
say, we could also use some transportation.
No ride, only help.
It's ridiculous. One of these dinosaurs has got to let us ride the back of them.
A ride would be an awfully big help.
We do
That
have
is true.
mm,
We're going to try
I'm gonna-
Ceratops to let us do it.
trying to manipulate, trying to.
Whistle for one.
Just saying, it's really stormy outside, and our Jeep doesn't do well in the mud, so you guys are more accustomed to walking around in the mud. Some transportation would be really, really helpful. Would really help us secure your eggs.
You're getting all staticky.
Turn the fan off.
I feel like you're just saying that so that you don't have to say yes to the transportation.
Goodness. No, I'm not gonna. I will roll.
Don't give in,
Hold
you
on.
know?
There you go.
I feel like
Roll it. No.
Spend your
I keep forgetting there's dice involved. Roll a persuasion. Oh,
There
thank
you
God my
go.
DM things popped up.
Green just turned on.
they ride us.
Bendane rolled a
That-
6.
That went poorly.
So you roll a 3 plus 3.
Man, now,
Okay,
now you're getting my bad rolls.
we'll give you a piggyback ride to your eggs.
Well, that was a disaster.
Hugo's looking at you and he's like, I'm staring at multiple dangerous animals here.
Calm your tits, Hugo. We're talking.
What's the plan here?
The plan is the T-Rexes and the Raptors are going to help us in our fight against the winged creature in return for their eggs.
I don't know what is going on with your microphone, but it's like I heard just gargle.
It's the worst.
Enough of that.
Hugo says, all right, I don't I don't think I could help you out with that, but I will do what I can as far as this situation, so we can get it resolved right now.
The bad news is you're gonna have to give a T-Rex a piggyback ride.
That's a good joke. Anyway, I can give you a lift where you need to go, but as far as fighting one of those creatures again, I don't think I could possibly do that.
Could you give me a solid and let me borrow your guns?
No.
Lame.
I already named them, sorry. The hunting
Mhm.
rifle is named Trixie, and my pistol is named Dorothy. Once they're named, they're yours, so they're mine. Sorry.
Fair.
He assumes that you talk to... Man, I am echoing. He assumes that you talk to both sides, so he picks up the bigger eggs and places them near the T-Rexes, and then he kind of steps back cautiously towards you guys, and then he steps further away from the other eggs, and then out of the opposite side, where the other Deinonychus is, multiple Deinonychi, I guess would be the
Let's
word.
go with that. Yeah.
Sure. Come out, and 3 of them out of the group pick up the eggs gently into their mouths and scurry off. And then the T-Rexes pick up their eggs and step loudly into the opposite direction. And
Can you paint me a picture of how the T-Rexes pick up their eggs? Do they use their arms?
See, I was going to make that joke, but I didn't want to. Just with their mouths, like very delicately, like a, I don't know, tiger or something, like picking up
like a
cub.
mama T-Rex picking up an egg. Okay.
Yep, that's the best. That's the best description. So they said they would help you out. What is your plan then? You're going straight for the portal, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I think that's probably our play from now, right?
Where's the portal versus this infirmary north? There's something there we're looking at.
So you guys are here. We're close to the infirmary where you found the basically grave of Mr. Dudley, and then the portal is, yes, whoever is pinging that, southwest-ish.
The reason you have to remind me. I'm sorry. The reason when we were way south, the reason we went up to the infirmary north was because we saw something that had to do with the accident. So why were we heading to the infirmary?
You weren't. No, Mr. Dudley was heading that direction.
He was. We were following Mr. Dudley.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I guess that's where I'm at. All right, yeah. So then let's head to the portal.
Okay.
To insist, I can't go. I need to rest.
It's been so long already.
If we go, I have nothing. I will be forced to fight them straight in a straight fight to fight, and against a whole bunch of who knows what. I don't stand a chance.
If anything you can throw from a distance,
I have my sling.
then you're fine. Just stay far away.
The raptors will keep you flush with shiny rocks.
I will go in the melee and I will stay in the middle of it. I won't even let them, unless they have a strong desire to run away from me in hand-to-hand combat.
You're gonna do great. Don't you have cantrips?
No,
Really?
I have this, and I clean up something nearby with prestidigitation.
Mm.
And my other is like basically just a protection thing.
Perfect. Protect us.
What? No.
I mean, no.
What? Been-Aid, look, you've been casting spells willy-nilly. Like, aren't you out of juice by now?
No, I'm good, bro. I've still got one left.
That's all I got left. One.
That's all we
Then-
need.
Then let's make them count. And we leave. And scene.
Hey, everybody. Thank you to Brian Sanishyn, BrianSanyshyn, for the intro and outro. Find him on Fiverr and his website. Find us on Instagram and YouTube. Like and subscribe. We are also on Spotify and Anchor and Stitcher and Google Podcasts and Amazon Music. Send us an email of NPC names, items, or ideas at fantasyfriendspc@gmail.com. That is fantasyfriends, P as in puppy, C as in cat, @gmail.com. Again, always thank you for listening, and tell everyone about our podcast. We do not pay to advertise. Tell a baby. And then that baby will listen forever. And then they'll tell their baby friends. And then as they grow older, they'll tell their children and their children's children. And then forever and ever, it will be continuous until everybody listens to Fantasy Friends. So thank you. And the next episode will be up in about 2 or 3 weeks. All right? Bye-bye.